Congressman Dan Meuser joins us right now, Republican from Pennsylvania. Now, he had the COVID-19 virus, back in late August. I assume you're okay now, Congressman. I know you were with the president on Air Force One on Saturday. So first off to you, how are you feeling?
Oh, I'm great. It's been a good month now since I've been 100%, been tested several times since, particularly when going over to the White House, and certainly when going with the president. So I'm doing terrific. And Godspeed to the president and the first lady. He's got tens of millions of Americans and people around the world sending him prayers and counting on him. So I'm sure he's a strong, older adult like myself, and he'll recover fast.
Tell me kind of what you think he's in for, maybe to prepare him for that. What did you go through? What might he go through?
Yeah, well, I will tell you this. There was such a high level of caution. First of all, on Air Force One, I was with him last Saturday when we flew up to Harrisburg, and the president has said many times, you've heard it when you're in his presence, hey, don't mind, but please take a couple of steps back. You know, people follow all the right precautions, distancing, masks. So, he contracted it. When I contracted it, I believe it was a certain night. I traced it back, and everybody was at social distancing. Everybody was wearing masks. It was actually a media event, and got it anyway. So I'm sure that's largely what happened to the president. It was very unexpected. What he should expect is just what occurred within 48 hours. That's why it's very likely, in my view anyway, and many doctors, that he contracted it on Tuesday. 48 hours, you start feeling some symptoms: runny nose, cold, sort of fluish. And then it gets a little bit worse over the next 2 or 3 days, a little bit of fatigue. I didn't have much temperature, so hopefully he doesn't either. And then you start getting past it. You're still able to work, but you're not feeling very good. And it hangs on a little bit longer than you'd like. 6, 7, 8 days later, you start getting on the mend. And again, look, the president, we know his energy and his strength and his positive outlook. So I expect he'll have mild symptoms and be back in the action within the 10-day CDC recommended period.
Do you think he'd be fit enough to make the October 15th debate? Should he put it off, just to be safe?
Well, yeah, it's a good, we'll see. I mean, that's a little bit of a tight timetable. I'm sure they could move it a day or two. But knowing this president, I'm sure he's going to try. Yet at the same time, you got to do the right thing by all people involved, and I'm sure he will. He's always got plenty of scientists around him. I mean, one thing about the president, he's very inclusionary. He brings business in, brings Dr. Fauci, vice president's been head of the task force. So they've been doing a very good job, very inclusionary under the circumstances. We're getting through this.
All right, Congressman, thank you. I'm glad you're well. We hope the president will be soon as well.